going to do all about the hips, internal, external, and obviously the booty will come in. So I'm wearing my booty band. If you don't have one, you can do it totally without, as long as you're getting that mind to muscle connection. Make sure you're zipping through your core, and we're going to start off with narrow squats. Now, if you can't do narrow squats, just because these hip flexors are a little bit tight, so just go a little bit wider. Okay, but go as deep as you can in your move. I'll turn to the side so you can see the position. I'm going to my hip distance. Okay, are we ready? So we're going to sit down, drive through the heels and squeeze up. Flowing with the breath. Now we're going to aim for 15 reps of each move. Just so we can burn out that muscle. Just try to keep your chest as high as you can, and you can use those arms like I am to get that movement in. Try and lift those toes up. Really think about that muscle and squeeze it. The more you squeeze it and activate it, the better the booty gains are going to be. You're going to make nice, strong hips. Last one, and release. Shake those legs out if they're playing up. This time we're going to go wide, so our toes are out, wide as you can. Obviously if you've got a very tight band on like I have, it's going to restrict your movement. Think about pushing those knees out of the band. Are we ready? Down and get deep. 15 again. Core control. The more you open up these hips, the more you'll have a happier back. Really thinking about that muscle, and I'm squeezing it, pushing those knees out. Five more. Last one. Okay, this time we're going to have our heels facing as close as we can without obviously the band coming off. And we're going to work our first position, plie. Now this is going to work those inners. I really want you to think about squeezing the glutes, the bottom muscle. Are we ready? Out to the side. So you'll be restricted in where you can go. Knees do go over the toes in this position. Really think about squeezing those inners. Last one. From this position, you're going to step that front foot forward. You're going to keep the back one into the position it was just in. As we work on targeting unilateral, and we'll repeat again. Still drawing those knees out. Really thinking about engaging those glutes, inner, outer part of the hip. Try to keep your chest as proud as you can. Okay, so bring that heel back and bring the other one forward, and we'll repeat on the other leg. 15 again. Also think about those ankles coming into place. I want you to lock them. It's going to be targeted. Squeeze those inners. You should be getting a better connection with the bottom now. Moving those arms just so I can get a lot of shoulder movement in. 2 more. Last one. Okay, we're going to come back out And we're still going to keep our heels facing and toes out. We're going to squat down a bit and we're going to do pelvic tilts. So I'm going to show you from the side. So we're working in and out, really connecting those glutes. Okay, we're ready. Also, this really helps when you've got a twisted core, because then you can feel the engagement much more. Squat down, then do it. Your back's complaining, maybe just be a little tight. Just keep that core connected. We're nearly there. Last one, and release. Okay, we're going to come down to all fours. I'm going to start with the left side, and we're going to work butt kicks. So make sure your arms are locked, your knees are tracking, you've got a nice tabletop position, and remember 15 reps. We start off with butt kicks. Flex your foot, return. I really want you to think about that mind to muscle connection, so we're not going too fast. Really good core engagement. Now you shouldn't be leaning to the other hip. So if you are, pull more centre so you can feel those lower abs. Have a little break off the wrist, circle them out if you need to. Same leg, and we're working clam. I won't go too big, squeeze, hold, squeeze. By restricting that movement, you're not leaning to the other hip, but you're getting a good focus on the glute and the hip of the working leg, not to the other side. When you've done your 15, reset off your wrist. And we've got that straight leg. Up and down, really think about lengthening. Okay, same leg, and then we'll switch over. Coming out, up. I would pause and squeeze the butt. And release. It's really important that we bring that unilateral work in so we can be aware if one side is not working together as a team. So we've got the same sequence on the other side, starting off with butt kicks. I'm now on my right leg. Pause, so you get that connection. Core on. Lock out arms, lock wrists. Start to be aware of how the muscle is. Is there a difference? And release. You need to circle out your wrist, do so, but these are really good wrist strengthening exercises when you're on all fours. So we've got a clam, but we're going to pause, and we're not going to go too big with the movement. Are we ready? Rest off those wrists. We've got that leg extension, really lengthening through the lever. Don't go too high because we don't want that lower back being knocked off. And we want to keep it nice and level. Okay, are you ready? Up and down. Pause. Stretch. And release. Circle out those wrists. Okay, so we're just going to finish off working a knee hover. We're going to slightly move up and down, but your end position, I want you as close as you can towards the floor. So only a slight lift. Okay, we're ready? Tuck toes under. We're aiming for 15. If it's too much for you, drop down. And release, well done. Okay, so we're going to take it to our side lying. You can either be on your oblique lift here, which works the hip a lot more harder, or you can fully side lie down here. Do what's best for you. Make sure you're in a 90 as we're going to work through our clam position. We're not going to keep the feet glued, we're going to open up big because we've got this band on. Okay, you ready? Half down. I want you to pause at the top. Working that 15 again. Release. This time we've got that knee in to leg extension high. So if you're wearing this booty band, it's going to be really fiery. If you haven't, make sure you're squeezing those muscles so you're getting that resistance in. Are we ready? Really push out of the band. Like someone's pulling that leg away from you. Still keep that hip placement. Feel the hamstring coming in quite a lot with this as well. Okay, when you're done, you're going to do the underneath lying leg extension. So I've brought my top leg over. If you're not happy with that, bring it completely down. Okay, so I want you to work on leg circles. 15 one way, 15 the other. If you want your hand there, do so. Really stretch that leg away. Try not to wobble the pelvis too much. So you're really using that core for that stability. When you've done your 15 one direction, draw in the other way. And try your best to resist the rock. It is hard in this movement though. And release. Okay, so we're going to go straight over to the other side. Ready for our climb? Did you go on your forearm or did you lay fully down? Okay, are you ready? Good core control, think about your hip alignment. Halfway down. If you don't have one of these bands, I do recommend getting them. Really brings in the fire in the muscles so much faster, rather than it taking it for a while for it to burn out. We obviously want those muscles burning as quickly as possible because that's when we start to make those changes. Before that, it's only your warm-up. We want to speed up that process as much as we can. Then we don't have to exercise for a really long time. We can get it out super quick, but we can get effective moves out. Okay, if you need to tap out your hip, do so. Then we've got that knee in to the leg extension. Are we ready? And start to be aware of how it feels this side compared to the other. Squeeze. And release. Did you bring your top leg over like I did, or did you lay it fully down on the floor? I know it's hard with this band, so we did those leg circles, slow and controlled. 15 one direction, stretching that leg away. 15 the other. If you're not feeling that connection, you might have to change your position to the other. Just depends if you can switch that muscle on. Also, we're stretching the hip as well, with the top leg over and the glute. And release, well done. I'm going to lay over onto the tummy now. We're going to extend the legs and we're going to work a double leg lift. Really engaging those glutes. You're really pushing into that pubic bone. You can either rest your head down or you can elevate like I am, but if you struggle with neck, shoulder issues, I will be laying mine down. Release, child pose it. Showing you a quick way, time efficiently, so it's not going to be a long one, of how you can fire up those muscles super quick. Okay, so let's take it to our bridge move. Don't have your heels too close. Probably push your band down a little bit further towards the knees, but not on the kneecap. Pull your shoulder blades down. We lift up, squeeze, slowly down. You don't have to touch the floor. If you'd rather do so, squeeze. Probably got a lot better connection now with the glutes, especially from all that other work. The 15, stay up and double knee opening, keeping the height, so you're really strengthening the back, working the inner outer part of the hips, the gluteal group, for a further 15. And slowly lower down. Okay, come up onto the forearm, we're going to work our double knee openings. We're going to open up, add resistance and close. I'm not going to fully close though, because I want to keep a bit of a connection. Keep that core strong. 5 more. And we're going to finish off with pigeon pose when we remove our band. Just to really stretch the hip and the glute together and the inner. Last one, and release. Take your band off. I like to go into my pigeon in plank, just find it more of an easier process. Bend the leg, so it's at a right angle. Stay up to the back. The bottom's going to be glued on. Keep the pelvis forward, and if you feel comfortable, lay fully down. You should feel it all in the glute. The buttocks, the hips, the inners. Rest into it. Keep on with the stretch, I'll tell you when to come out. Okay, prop yourself back up. And let's take it to the other side. Thread the leg through. You might need to bring it out more at a right angle. Keep your pelvis forward. And if you feel happy to come down, you'll come down. And compare. Keep that core on because things will relax a lot more faster. And release. And let's just bring the soles of those feet together. Hold the toes. And let's just work widening through the internal. If you want to make it more dynamic, you can flutter them and then work on a hold. But keep your back as tall as you can. This may not be for you. And release, and let's just stretch those shoulders as we've been on them. Circle out that wrist. And the other side. Circle the wrist while you stretch the shoulder. Carefully come up. And super work, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.